Now in this home stretch of the 2020 campaign, chances are your cell phone, iPhone, it's been hit by an unprecedented wave of political text messages, hasn't it? Politics is about connection, people connecting to people, but in the COVID era, when door knocking is unwelcome and phone calls are just annoying, those text messages, they've become the trusted tool of politicians trying to grab your attention. Devin Dwyer takes a look at what's behind the texting tidal wave and what you can do to stop them.
The political text messages are hitting like a tidal wave.
How often do you get text messages from a political campaign?
Every day.
A record number inundating voter cell phones in the final hours of the 2020 campaign.
We've definitely seen this year that more people, more campaigns are using it, and that is having an impact. I think people are getting a little bit frustrated.
The billions of messages from Democrats and Republicans eclipsing door knocks as the go-to voter outreach because of COVID-19.
So we had a texting party at my house, 6 women around the table. We had some wine, some cheese and crackers, and I gave them a little script to get them to encourage their friends and family to get out and vote.
The Get Out the Vote push is being propelled by special political texting apps.
How do you get the phone numbers?
So the voter files, so when you register to vote, that is public record.
The phone numbers are automatically teed up for armies of volunteers who send pre-scripted messages with the tap of a thumb, dozens per minute.
You have maybe 100 text messages assigned to you, and you just click send, and it sends off the message, and you send it to the next person, and you click send until you've sent it to everyone.
So every time you push that green button, a new name loads, and that's a new person, a new stranger.
A lot of people might think it's a robot. It's totally not. It's a human. It's a volunteer. You could be sitting, watching Netflix, just hanging out.
Most robocalls and robotexts are illegal without your consent, but the FCC says campaign outreach initiated by a real person is exempt from the do not call list.
Text messaging, even if you don't answer it, you still look at it, you still read it. Right?
Professor Melissa Michelson says scientific research shows text messages have a direct positive impact on getting people to vote.
Per vote, it's very powerful, but if you want big effects, you still have to do those other tactics.
Those other tactics involve real human contact like canvassing, something Democrats have de-emphasized in the pandemic, while Republicans have been out in force.
This weekend they'll have over 100,000 doors knocked, well over 500,000 calls made. People are appreciative that, at this time of isolation that we actually want to hear their voice at the door.
But text messaging is still dominating on both sides.
And we're asking them, not only will you vote, but will you help your friends and your family to vote? Are there 3 people who you can support to vote?
Do you ever get any nasty grams back?
Sometimes, but overwhelmingly it's positive.
The onslaught of texts expected to the very end of the campaign.
I voted. Leave me alone.
One way to get off the lists, text stop in reply, or you could just wait for the silence that will come after November 3rd.
Industry research shows 98% of political texts are opened and read. The candidates, of course, love that. Many voters I talked to, Terry and Dan, said they actually didn't mind the reminders or the engagement from the campaigns, especially when they found out it's a real person on the other end. However, most of us can only tolerate so much of that electronic bombardment, which means, of course, that Wednesday will begin a welcome respite while the votes are being counted. Guys?
Yep, do not disturb. Our thanks to Devin Dwyer for that.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.